Today, Danielle needs to make very good decisions for the sake of tomorrow, Danielle. There is a room in our house so daunting. It gets absolutely destroyed every day by multiple people. You have to be in this room day after day. You can't shut the door on it. You can't save it till the weekend. And you can't go a day without using it. I bet you've guessed. It's the kitchen. The kitchen, where the magic happens, where the parties happen, where the conversations happen, where the creativity happens. In my case, even where the schoolwork happens. And yes, where the cooking happens, the meal prep, the kids under your feet happens. It's pretty much where everything goes down. And we're going to talk about that room today, right now. Hi guys, I'm Danielle. This is my channel, Hogan Life. Welcome. I am a homeschooling mother of 7, so the kitchen is a really important place of business for me. I do not feel like I have time to deal with a kitchen built up over many days. No. If it's going to take me 3 hours to clean the kitchen, I'm going to start prepping stuff on the kitchen floor. I need a space. I need to go somewhere. So much of our lives as moms is habits and routines. I want to tell you something hopeful. It really only takes 15 to 30 minutes to keep your kitchen nice. But those 15 to 30 minutes have got to happen every single day. Yep. Most housework, it's not a matter of the feels. We don't get the, I feel like doing this very often. It's a matter of, this is the routine I've gotten myself into. This is my habit because I know tomorrow morning, I'm going to be glad that yesterday Danielle decided to continue with her habits and got that kitchen clean. Each day has enough challenges. Each day has enough unexpected mess. We don't need to be carrying over the mess and chaos, especially in the kitchen of today, into tomorrow. So these are just some tips I have for you as someone who does not want to wait till the weekend and do a deep clean in my kitchen. I want to keep my kitchen every day moving towards a brighter tomorrow, moving towards a more spick and span space. Ooh, alliteration. All we have is today. What are the things we do today to help keep this space workable? So tomorrow morning, it's ready to do all 3 meals, all the snacks, all the prep for whatever you're doing in that same space. Consolidate the mess. I like to take as much as will fit in the space right by the sink. That way I can already start cleaning off my island. I really like to have a nice clean island. You can even do this throughout the day. Consolidate the mess to that one area that you have chosen that can kind of contain your mess. I know sometimes you can go in order of like, let's declutter the area and then let's put away the appliances. Okay, now let's take the dirty dishes off. I just want to get all of the mess off the countertops and consolidate it to one area as much as I can. And then I can make the countertops shiny even before I've tackled the rest of the kitchen. And it's instant gratification. Maybe not instant, but maybe it's like 7 minutes to gratification. I feel like that's good. This leads me to the next tip. Always keep one side of your sink clean throughout the day. I always have the kids put the dirty dishes in the left side of the sink. So in the right, I can be cleaning dishes when I have the time. This is really important. If you are piling dishes, dirty dishes in both sides of the sink, it makes it way less motivating when you go in and just have time to clean 1 or 2 pots, but everything is just so messy that you don't even know where to start. One side of the sink for the dirty dishes. Next, always start the dishwasher at the end of the day. Now, I know that everyone has their different circumstance, but I have a family of 9, so we pretty much always have a full dishwasher at the end of the day. And I know it would be challenging if you only have a half full dishwasher, but look at it this way. It is very frustrating to get to maybe lunchtime and realize that your dishwasher is already full and needs to be run, and you still have the rest of the day to go. So I started years ago, always starting the dishwasher at the end of the day so it can run through the night. This has been invaluable because then at the very beginning of the day, we unload the dishwasher. Okay, that is the first thing we do. And that is my next tip. Make sure you're starting from a baseline of good at the beginning of the day. You need your baseline not to be backed up. If you are already behind at the beginning of the day, it's hard to catch up. You're always playing catch up. So what I'd like for us, what I'm always trying to do for myself is to start the day out fresh. When you're not trying to play catch up, you can make little strides towards a cleaner space. You can make little strides towards organizing a cupboard or cleaning out a drawer. You can make little strides towards scrubbing your cabinets or cleaning out the trash receptacle, whatever it is. But if you're always trying to catch up, you're not making strides forward. Next tip, spend 2 minutes at least on the stove every single day. This is something that I have had to really build a habit in because my stove gets really messed up. And there is nothing more discouraging than seeing crusty stuff that's been baked on your stove for the last 3-5 days and then trying to get it off. It's not a 2-minute job. But if every night you're spending 2 minutes on that stove, maybe it's not sparkly clean, but it's not going downhill fast. Next thing, simplify your counter items. This is really important. We all have varying degrees of space. I came off of an extremely tiny kitchen and now have a really pretty spacious kitchen, which is awesome. My husband did that remodel just a couple years ago, and it was a year remodel. So we had a lot of time where we did not have a floor and we were still using it and cooking. I am very familiar with the contrast of having very few counter areas and now having a large amount of counter areas. But I did build good habits when I had a tiny kitchen, and I only have a couple appliances on the counter. My Vitamix, it's just too huge and does not fit in any of my cabinets anyway. Plus I use it every day. But you guys have to make that decision. Okay, what is important enough to keep on the counter? Even stuff that I almost use every day, stuff like my Instapot, my crock pot, and my plug-in griddle that goes on the counter. We use those so frequently, maybe not every day, but I tuck them away either in the pantry or in one of the cupboards, and then we just get them out when they are needed. This creates just an amount of space that you can work in that doesn't make you feel like you're just too crowded, too constrained. You need some elbow room. If you want to spread out and make pancakes all over the kitchen counter, you just need that room. So I do have my KitchenAid and my Vitamix on the kitchen counter. Oh, and the toaster. Also kind of a daily use. Anytime you are in the kitchen or you're passing by the kitchen, load 5 dishes. Just do it. I really mean this. Just go in there, load 5 dishes or even 5 forks, and then go about your business. This is the problem we end up having is we're like, I don't have time for that right now. Well, you probably have time for 5 forks or 5 cups. And if we just did 5, but we did it 6 times throughout the day, at the end of the day, when you're just cleaning up the rest of the dinner dishes, it's a much more doable time commitment. So I try never to underestimate the small things done frequently throughout the day. Next tip, if you have stainless steel, wipe it down frequently. Not to perfection. It's very problematic to always feel like you don't have enough time for a task, so you don't even begin the task. And that's something that I have endeavored to change with myself. I don't have enough time to wipe down all of the stainless steel in the kitchen. I do have quite a bit. Even if I just take care of 5 out of 10 fingerprints on the stainless steel, that's something. And then finally, shine your sink. Before you go to bed, shine that sink. I've talked a lot about the Fly Lady in the past. I've really enjoyed implementing her routines in our everyday life, me and the kids. And something she suggests as one of the number 1 habits you change on a daily basis is to shine your sink so that when you wake up, so that when you wake up, your sink is just sparkling at you and just saying, good morning. Time to start the day. And let's never underestimate those little mental and emotional encouragements we get from our house. When we see something pretty, something we like, a shiny countertop, a shiny sink, it matters and it makes it worth it. Whatever your kitchen looks like, however big or small, however many cabinets you have or lack of cabinets, the kitchen is a special place, especially for a homemaker, a mom who is constantly giving a gift to her family by preparing food. It's a special place. It deserves a little tender love and care. It deserves to be a place that you're proud of and that you can look at and say, that's my domain. Yep, it is. So I'd love to hear some of your tips on how you keep your kitchen clean and clutter-free throughout the day. All right. Cheers to a tidier kitchen. No one can mom your kids like you. I will see you next time. And watch some of my videos on the Fly Lady cleaning methods. I think you will really enjoy them.